and learn together. I will play with viewers, so if you want to challenge me, this is your day. I will share my thinking as we go, so this is also a great chance to learn and improve. All right, let's start. Welcome. I think we have already one challenge, so let's start. Let's play e5. G6. Okay, Italian game. Yeah. Okay, the old line. D3 is nowadays played much more often, but this is of course playable. After castling, black should not take here. What was the? I mean, not to take with the bishop after knight takes. So we have to take here. D5 is actually the best. Now we have D5. And we can castle. This would be a mistake because there was already a fork. I think it's better to castle now. Not to allow any kind of tactics. Okay. I think knight d6 might be a move here. This looks also quite interesting. But maybe just rook e8. Queen d3 looks good for white. I mean that this is the way to play if you want to play this kind of line. Maybe bishop f5. The idea is to get knight g3. There's tactics, and if white takes here, I can probably just take knight e5 and push c5 because there is no chance to take it. Okay, let's see. Can't think too much in blitz games, but I have to say that my opponent plays much better than his rating, or probably he knows this opening line well, but still it's rare that at this level you are playing 12 moves theory or almost theory, I mean. So precisely. Okay, now we see that this is clearly a wrong choice. I think white should take here and play knight e5 because there is no tricks, but it's if you don't see that, then it's very natural that you are going to move your queen somewhere, but this is so dynamic position that you have to play very active way. Otherwise, black is just better. My plan is to take here or just take here now. I think there is no time for this. If you send challenges, please put increment there. Okay, 10 minutes might be enough. Okay. I mean, without increment. Okay, let's see. At least knight e2, taking here, queen check, and then d2 is dropping. Maybe I have some other plans, but this looks very good for black, so let's do it. Okay, 10 minutes is better than 5 minutes if you don't put increment there. So, but I prefer 3+2 if we have many challenges like we usually do. Okay, is there a checkmate somehow? I can't see it. If I get my queen here, like this way. Oh, it was his turn. Okay, I didn't see that one, but actually I think this was a mistake because now queen is hitting here and here, and I can't see how he can defend both threats because this is not available for white, and queen f3 is too strong. Hi, welcome. Okay, thank you for the game. The opening was very well played. We have played many times. Let's play d4 this time. Okay, what is okay? King's Indian. I think I have played h3 in these streams, so let's play something else. Bishop e2, for example. Then we can castle. Knight c6, d5. Okay, this is something else, but of course playable. It's not so active, but now white doesn't have to play d5 immediately. We can play something like bishop e3. Take here, and then play f3 if rook e8 happens. Hello, welcome. Nice to have you here. By the way, there is a poll in the chat. Feel free to vote if you want. How many points will the viewers score today? And there is 4 options. Okay, a5 is very useful move usually. When d5 happens, then there is no b4 move. But if white doesn't play d5, then this might be a slightly inaccurate move. Should I stop knight g4? I don't know. Maybe. Or c5 immediately. I can't do that actually. h3 looks quite natural, but after knight takes rook e8, then if f3 happens, then there is lots of square weaknesses. So maybe I try to play without that. Let's play queen d2. It looks very natural. Okay, and the idea is to play bishop g5 now. If f6, then there is no immediately threat to take on d4. Okay, it's an option, of course, but this will weaken black's king's position, and now it's not so easy to create play in the center. Okay, this might look dangerous, but actually after h3 we have bishop h2, and these white squares can be really weak. I think rook f7 was maybe it was a blunder because knight is hanging. We can take here, but let's see. Of course, d4 is dropping also, but okay, it's not so easy. But first take here, and if knight takes, we can go here, and there's lots of square weaknesses, so I think it's time to take on e5 now. Black has to take with the knight, or this knight, but then knight d4, and it looks very good for white. There's no f5, this bishop is hemmed in, it can't move. There's already big threats. Knight will jump here as well. Okay, this looks... Probably it was the best for black, but I think I can just create more pressure with this move. The idea is to push c5, get bishop here, knight maybe here, or f5. Actually, knight f5 looks very strong. If bishop takes, then these pieces are not playing at all. I can play f4 if this pawn needs protection, or queen c2. So positional wise, I think this is winning for white. Hello, welcome. Title Thursday is about to start in 7 hours. I will play that later, so feel free to join if you are available. Okay, let's see. Knight f5. I think this bishop is misplaced here. Of course, it can trade here, but now black is using many moves to get this trade. And I think I can just push c5 to get my bishop in play. Queen is hanging at the moment, so there's no chance to take on c5. And now we can see that there is a problem if black plays g5 and white can get knight on f5. But let's see, this is still a game. Should I take here and play bishop c4? I don't know. Okay, let's take here to make things easier. Hopefully this makes things easier. Let's see. Knight d5. Maybe, okay. Maybe f4. Double check. Checkmate. Okay, thank you for the game. I think this challenge was the next one. Okay, e4. Okay, knight f6 is of course the move here. b5. Yeah, I think it might be playable, but maybe it's a bit too early. But here is opening trap. I can't really play knight g5 because d5 takes knight d4, and that is actually good for black. So this is playable line, but okay, the e5 is now defended. So knight a5 tries to trade the bishop. Now we are ready for that. Knight c2 is very natural. We can castle here. This is a very common trick. Don't take e4 pawn. Maybe knight g5 is a threat, so I think bishop e7 is needed. If I play d4 now, then this bishop g4 line might happen, so that's why h3 is important. And now we can play d4. But maybe in this line, white can do without rook e1. I'm not sure, but maybe. And that might give some extra options for white. This is not very common move, but might be playable. Let's see. If I take and play d4. If he takes, I can trade. Put king, queen here. And then there will be some problems with that pawn structure. Other idea is to take here, put knight on g5 and try to push f4 or d4. Those might work, but I'm not sure. Or queen b3 and then knight g5, d5. Oh, my knight can get in trouble. I'm going to lose some tempos if I can't have enough play, and I think it's too slow. Okay, this looks interesting. Okay, I trade here and probably d4. I think e4 cannot be taken. I can even push d5. Yeah, actually, it works very well. Then I will get very nice pawn on e6. Okay, maybe it can get weak also, but if I have some tactical chance, I will get knight on f7 or something like that. Okay, this is double-edged, of course. I mean this line. Okay, let's see. Now I can at least take here, but do I have enough against that kind of pawns? Not sure. Knight g5, queen d7, queen here, d5, and what then? I can take, but it's not so easy. Of course, let's play this way. Maybe it wasn't the best, but have to speed up. Okay, can I go for this plan now? Well, hard to say. Hard to say. I think he's playing very well. Oh. There's 2 threats, maybe even 3. Piece up now. Okay. Have to be quick. Check. And then something. These pieces are not playing together. That's the problem. But piece up, usually it means a lot. Few moves and I'm ready for action. But it takes few moves. Okay, let's take that one. Now I'm fine. Queen here. Okay. Okay, thank you for the game. It was an interesting variation. Okay, let's see who was the next. I think he was. Okay, let's play Sicilian this time. This is an interesting line against d6 Sicilians, because if black plays d6 and then d5, black is losing a move there, and this is much better than against e6 Sicilians, because black can play d5 with one move, not two. Okay, very solid for both. Okay, b5 very natural. Bishop b7. d5 might be the move. I think white tries to get some kind of French structure, but now bishop might be up. Okay, maybe it's not a problem. I think it can go here if I play b4. So maybe I keep pawns like this. If I play this one, then this diagonal will open. Okay. And what are my options? Maybe knight d7, bishop here. I can trade few pieces. Actually, f5 looks interesting. But okay, now queen side is so open that I don't have chance to play this one. This will be too dangerous, but I think I can take this pawn. Why not? Why not? Okay, white will have center, but still it's a pawn, and I can strike with d5. Bishop f6 hits the rook. Knight d4. That looks even better, maybe. If I play bishop f6, rook here. There's some threats. Okay, this is not so easy. Well, maybe I should take here anyway and try to hold this center. I think this is at least playable for black. Let's see. I can defend this knight with d5 if needed. Now interesting option is to take and take, try to trade everything. But maybe it's even better to play knight c5. Ah, d3 is hanging actually. Maybe we take that one. Yeah, free pawn. By the way, if you play against me and you hope that I play, for example, if you play e4, you can say that play Sicilian against me, or play e5 against me, or play Caro-Kann or French. Those are good openings. I can play those if you want. Oh, if I do this e5 and suddenly knight is hanging, so maybe we need to be careful here. Okay, is this something or not? Maybe it's not. After knight c4 I have queen c6 and e4 is dropping. Oh. Okay, there is a threat, but I think I can just take here and here. It's too slow. Of course, it's tricky, but usually it's not a good idea to play for tricks, because your opponent will see those, and then you can't really win against good players. Of course, sometimes it can work, but it's rare. It's rare. Okay, I give this pawn. Maybe it was better to take with the bishop, because there is no real attack, but I just thought that I'm piece up and pawn up, so let's trade everything. Usually it's the best idea. And rook d1 is not working because bishop covers the queen. Okay, let's take the rook. Okay, thank you for the game. And then, who's next? Oh, I can't remember. Please put increment. Okay, 10-minute game, rapid game is also an option if you want, but no 5-minute or 3-minute games without increment, because then I don't have time to explain ideas and so on. I try to keep these streams as instructive as possible. So, oh, this is some Gambit. Is it Halloween Gambit? Yeah. Okay, I can't remember what is the theory here, but I think I can just give the piece back. Usually it's the best idea if you don't know. Maybe bishop b4 is an option, but it looks quite risky. Knight c6 is probably the best, or this one. If I play this way, e5 and then d5, that should be at least playable, but maybe it gives too much play for piece. Okay, and now e5 is probably the move. I think bishop b4 is the easiest way to play here. We can transpose to Scotch. Pawn takes, and then d5. Actually, do we have some extra moves there? Okay, knight jump here, here. Now it went here. No, it went here. And okay. Anyway, this is a threat. Let's play bishop b4. I think this is a mistake. Queen e7. Knight d5. Oh. Many pieces are hanging. And now we see that if you play against this kind of Halloween Gambit, usually your opponent knows only those forced lines, and if you just transpose to normal good opening, you will get the easy game without any danger. And okay, here I won with the tactics, but it would be much harder to play against those Gambit lines if your opponent is prepared for those, because he can play computer lines, and it's not so easy to play against a computer. I know I have played quite a lot. Okay, and then maybe we trade this bishop or d5. d5 looks good. This looks also quite good. Let's play f5. Uh, 3+2 is the time control I prefer, so you can send 3+2 if it's okay for you. Now there is a pin. Okay, if you follow my streams, you will learn how to play chess, and you can learn those openings at the same time. Usually, if you learn ideas, you can use those ideas in different kind of openings. I try to use universal thinking methods, and those are not. You don't have to need so much theory. Of course, have to calculate, but chess needs tactics and positional play. You need both, but you can play with basic principles. Even those Najdorf lines or Ruy-Lopez lines. For example, I don't remember exact theory lines. I mean, I don't remember much. Of course, I know something and I remember something, but usually I just play a move which looks natural or good or interesting. And I think you can do the same. Maybe he goes here. We can do this to avoid any kind of problems, but e-pawn is so quick. We can just promote it like this way. Where is the checkmate? I think there is it. Okay, thank you for the game. Let's see who was the next one. I think we played already. Well, we haven't played yet. Okay, 2100. This might be a tough challenge already. By the way, there is a poll in the chat. If you haven't voted yet, feel free to vote. How many points viewers are going to get today? There is 4 options. I think we have played earlier, but I can't remember what was the line. Here e6, queen b6 is a very theoretical line, and I have played that a lot, but here I try to demonstrate that you can play these kind of lines without knowing too much. In Najdorf, you just play e5 and d6, try to get bishops here, put knight here, and try to play something on queen side. It's not so hard. Of course, chess is not easy, but you can find many problems in other openings as well. Of course, you have to like dynamic chess if you play this kind of openings, because these positions are very dynamic. Okay, I think h6 is good enough. If he takes, I can take, and then my bishop is free to go here or take here. Okay, I think taking e5, knight e5, oops, might be something. Okay, let's see. This might be a good position for white already. Okay, we are not going to get our bishop here. I think this is too strong for white, because white can take here and knight d5. So b5, bishop b7 is another idea in Najdorf, and here we can probably play that way. I have to use words like probably or maybe, because this is very complex. Sometimes white can sack here, but maybe not today. If knight takes, this is an interesting line. Knight takes here, bishop b5, knight bishop c6, something like this, but I think I can hold. Okay, brave choice, but I think I can still play this way. Okay, he's taking on d6. I don't have time to take on a2 or c2. Taking twice, b7 is hanging, so I need to put my queen on c6 maybe. Or b6, which one? Which one is better? Or b8. b8 maybe. It keeps eye on e5. Okay. Maybe b6. But he can take with the rook, or no, actually. Yeah, he can. So I try to create counter tactics. Have to take. Of course, knight takes. Taking on e5. Do I have time to do this? Then queen takes. Checkmate. Actually, this one might lead a very interesting position. Pawn takes here. I mean, this is probably... Aha! Oh, checkmate threat. Whoa. That one is actually very strong. Can I do this and go here? Ah, but b7 is hanging. Okay, let's do this. Then I'm, of course, much worse, but I can probably hold, or at least fight for the draw. If pawn takes, I can take on d6. Now I can take on f4. And I have pawns also, so this is not so easy. Of course, white is much better. Okay. I try to get my rook to the game like this way. Oh, he can do that, but oh. Now I had my chances. But still, it's not easy because these pawns are very, very well placed. So maybe I try to create some blockade. Okay. Okay, what should I do now? Oh, that wasn't the best. I think I should play f5 to get square for my knight. Now I can play knight e4, at least in some lines, but it's still quite tricky position to play. Oh, he can do this, but oh, I was lucky again. Maybe I can take here if needed. Oh, he's playing very well. Problems. Really? Yeah, okay. Of course I should take the draw, but what was happening? Okay. You got a winning position, but I didn't have enough time to think that take the draw. I just played Okay, you can challenge me if you want. By the way, we have a poll in the chat. We have 30 votes already, and it seems that every option has some votes. Okay, that was an interesting fight, and of course, sometimes you can get trouble in Najdorf, like that way. Please, if you send a challenge, use increment, because it gives chance to play maybe a bit better chess, or at least I can share my thinking as we go. So this would be more instructive in that way. Okay, bishop c4, knight b5, we can take on e3. Okay, I can't remember what is the line here, but maybe I can do this. And then d6, try to get bishop here, but there is castling and f3, rook f2. I think it's old Kasparov's line, or maybe I remember wrongly. Okay, the connection problem. Okay, you played very well. You played very well. Nice attack. And I think that sacrifice on b5 was great. I thought that I can handle, but queen b3 was very nice move. And then I didn't see... Oh, what is happening here? Okay, should I take this with the queen? At least it's playable. We can try to create a bigger threat. Usually it's a good idea in chess. If we take here, knight takes, queen takes, queen, rook f1. This drops, but then I'm piece down, so I have to take here, I think so. But this looks quite good. Now, white is trading all those active pieces, and now we have only 2 minor pieces in this position, and that's why I can just put my pawns like this, and I have enough squares for my pieces. Queen d4 is actually a good move, because if I take here, pawn takes, white has center, and rook c1 is very useful, knight c3 also. So I would like to keep the queens now, but how to do it? Maybe queen here, castling, knight c6, I will win a tempo, and then d6 maybe. Looks okay. Okay, it was very close that I will lose a game, but still unbeaten. Let's see. Am I going to lose today? Usually I lose at least once. It was very close in the last game. Okay. Let's see, 6, queen d5, takes, here. So maybe I need to castle, but then f4. And then white will get something. So I think I need to play this way. Maybe I can do something else. Knight e7, but d6 is very interesting, sacrificing plan. I think queen d5 is the best here. And if I trade and play something like knight e7, the plan is to play d6, and black is very solid. White can push d6, and after this sacrifice, knight will land here, or rook goes to d1. Okay, very well played. Now I think that queen e7 might be the best. f4, d6. Okay, let's see. This is a risky decision, but let's see. Is my opponent playing d6? I think it gives white very good prospects, but then you have to know this kind of positional sacrificing plan. Otherwise, black just puts d6 on the board, and it's very easy to develop. Okay, bishop takes d5 is a mistake, I think so. I mean that it doesn't really cause any problems for black. We can trade if knight jumps here, a6 for example, or even bishop d7. Okay, wait, there is actually a problem. F7 is hanging, but maybe rook c8 because there's no chance to take this one. Knight is going to get trapped. Okay, I would like to castle long to get some play on F file. Do we have increment? I think we have. Okay, rook f8. I think I'm streaming something like 1 hour and 45 minutes for now, and then the titled Thursday tournament. So we have something like 5 hours break, or is it 6 hours? Let's see. It's starting in 6 hours. I do some chess teaching and coaching in between, so I hope I have energy because I'm professional chess teacher and coach. Okay, but now I'm in trouble actually. Oh. Have to think and not to talk. Okay, maybe this is holdable. Very. Oh. Nice tactical shot. Still holding, but of course white is winning now. Oh, knight f6. Okay, a new try. Somehow I survived. At least for... Oh, I lost my bishop. Terrible game. Tricky knight. Jumping here and there. Oh, but now... This was brutal for white, I mean. That was very nice plan. But blunders happen. It's human, but it's brutal, of course. Okay, thank you for the game. I will check one line from this game because it's very interesting positional plan. And sorry about to win that awful game. Here I think taking with the e-pawn and knight e7, d6 is very interesting. And according to the computer, it's the first line. And I wouldn't play this unless we have this kind of option to learn. It's very hard to play. These plans are working very well. And when white wins this pawn back, then d7 is very weak. And that's the reason why this is so good for white. But okay, there was very nice tactics in this game. Here, bishop takes b7 and d8 is dropping, so I need to play bishop c6, and probably this is holdable. White is better, of course. Let's play more. We haven't played yet. e4. Yes, you can challenge me if you want, whatever your rating is. So this is the day to challenge me. I play with viewers on Thursdays. Aha, knight f6. Should I take it? I think so. And then probably bishop b5 to pin the knight, developing the bishop. Or maybe this one. Why not actually? I think e5 is not too good, or okay. This pawn structure might cause some problems for black. I will push d5 and try to break this. Knight c6 is somewhat misplaced. We have already 40 votes in our poll. If you haven't voted yet, feel free to do so if you want. Okay, d5 is very natural, but maybe I can play c4 first because there is no squares for these minor pieces, and this is very good example actually why you should not trade too many minor pieces when you have positional, I mean space advantage, because for example if these pieces are off the board there is no threats like c5, and this gives extra options for white. I think c5 looks interesting if black castles long. Maybe I should provoke that with bishop h6. It prevents castling, and then c5. This diagonal, this file will give very good chances to attack. And I think black doesn't have any options have to take here. Actually, white doesn't have to take back, and okay, now there is no castling right anymore, so we can try to push d5 or c5. Maybe rook e1 is the best, because then there is no e takes d5. Now d5 is a threat. Okay, c5 or d5, or maybe even both. I can start with this and block this diagonal, and then d5. Okay, that might be a risky decision, but it's still a good looking option. Or maybe I have time for this. Let's play this way. It seems to me that there's no way out. These pieces are so cramped at the moment. d4, c5, or b5, d5. Many options for white. Sorry, but I don't have time to challenge you. You have to challenge me if you want to play. Now c5 is a real threat, but maybe bishop c6. Okay, that works also. Okay. And then c5 maybe. Okay, let's play c5. Now b file or c file will get open. And, oh, I didn't see that one. He went here. But okay, I was lucky because I can promote or take the knight. Okay, always have to be careful. Not to just play your idea. Have to see what your opponents are doing. I didn't want to trade because this bishop is so strong on this diagonal. Okay, let's play rook c1 now. It's very hard to keep this bishop here. Okay. Now we can trade, of course. Is it even better to put this one? I think e5 doesn't help. I can push d5. There's pin. There's pins everywhere. And then knight d4. If bishop goes here, then even this diagonal is very dangerous. But of course, there's no clear knockout. Interesting. Interesting option. Okay, maybe I should take here. Okay, queen c3. This is a threat now. h3. How to defend c7? Maybe queen. Queen here. Defending everything. Okay, let's kick this rook out. It's not so easy to find a way to break this. Not easy at all. Well, what should I do? Okay, I hit here. This is not as good as should be, but maybe it's working. Black's pieces are so passive. Now this pawn might get weak later. b5 is a threat again. Okay, now I think it's working. Black's position is collapsing now. Okay, interesting. Let's take here. Knight e5 maybe. Interesting tactics. I take this bishop. Okay, thank you for the game. And let's see. Okay, let's play. Oh, there was other name in the chat. Kaspar or something. Hard to say that, but I will play against you in the next game. Okay. This is... Oh, what is this? Some tricky plan. Of course, h3, h5. Then I can't take that. That's the trick, probably. So I'm not going to play this one. I try to break the center somehow. Maybe d4 immediately. That looks very natural. This is very active way to play, but it seems to me that this is not really working if white is ready for it, because e5 after h3, and there's very hard to find good moves. Maybe even bishop g5 now, f6, then there is no castling right, and this seems to be very good for white. I can trade these bishops, and we can have developing move with the same okay, this knight is somewhat hanging, but okay, I can't attack. E5 should be a good choice. If knight goes here, then black can castle, so maybe h3 is not the best here. But rook e1 looks very useful, because after e5 there is always some kind of tactics. Maybe king can walk here. Whoa, that was too much, I think so. But if I take here, then there might be some counter chances actually. But king f8. Okay, bishop e6 looks very good. Knight here also. Maybe it's better to bring the knight, because there's e6 square, f7 square, and so on. But it would be a mistake to take here, because then there's at least some practical chances for black. And now I think white is doing very well. Whoa, d5. I totally missed that move. Uh-oh. Okay, but I think I'm still better, but now it's not easy at all. I have to sacrifice one piece, and okay, let's see, maybe rook here, queen here, because if pawn takes, I can sacrifice my queen, rook, and take very good check on h6. And if pawn takes here, h3, and then same plan works quite well. Of course, I could say that this was a sacrifice, but if I'm honest, I'm just blundering a piece there. But let's see. This is still in progress. h3, takes. Okay, I think he can't really take all my pieces, but he's playing very well. If we compare his play to his rating, I think I can keep these pieces and create very strong attack. At least I thought so, but let's see. Okay. Do I have time to take here and here and then check and this one? Okay, I try. Oh, there's even queen f4. Yeah. Actually, this is working if he takes my knight. But here queen f6 is a very good choice. But if this if black takes here, then I'm probably winning after queen h6. Okay, let's see. I have time to think. Or is this better? King goes here. Check. There is no checkmate. Okay, I think I have to go here. And the rook goes to e1. Yeah, I think this is winning. Oh, this was much better, I think so. Because now I have bishop e6 or queen f4, like this way. Usually if you get 3 pieces against your opponent's king, there will be checkmate if your opponent is not ready. And here we have checkmate in 2. like this way. Okay, thank you for the game. You had your, I mean, you had very good chances there, but I blundered. I didn't see that d5, but sometimes it goes that way. Okay, now we can play. I can't really pronounce the name of my opponent, but let's play. Maybe knight g5, and then we have d5. Okay, not today. This is quite common mistake, you can say so. It usually happens in 4 knights game. Black can take here and then d5, and this is a bit better for black. Of course, you have to play with these pawns, but if it's okay to you, you can. Oh, maybe castling first. Usually, black has bishop pair, slight advantage, more space, and so on. Have to be careful not to allow this move, but I think h6 with. Oh, knight can jump still there. There's queen h5. Okay. So maybe I did something wrong. Or maybe queen f6 still, because after knight g5, queen h5. Okay, we have to check that after the game. Okay, I play against you. What is your name on chess.com? We have 3 challenges already. Best way to counter Sicilian defense. Usually the long castling lines, because if you play that way, usually you can put maximum pressure on black's position. And it seems to me that every line where white castles long, there is chance to get a small advantage. Of course, black have good chances, but it's Sicilian. So in Sicilian, black has some good chances because it's a good opening, and that is the reason why you can't just win against Sicilian, but you can get good positions against Sicilian, good chances. Okay, e4. What is this? Bishop comes here, and it's not so easy to play with white. I mean, with black pieces. Here, here, here. d4, e4, knight e5. Okay, maybe I should trust my bishop pair and push e4 and hope that there is good chances. Okay, I think even if I'm going to lose a pawn, I have very strong bishops, f file, g file. That should be at least playable. Let's see. Queen here, knight here, queen here. Everything is under control. Maybe not in control, but this is fine. This is fine. Okay, now my bishop joins into action. It was probably wrong idea to take on e4. Okay. Interesting. Okay, can I do this? Rook takes, bishop takes. Okay, let's play this way. Yeah, it's true that Sicilian defense cannot be refuted. Yeah, that's usual plan to play f3, g4, h4. Or sometimes you have to slow down and play in the center. But that's the common plan. Okay, queen d2. And then we trade. Okay, I think I should trade now. Or do I have something else? Actually, rook f4. Oh, he can take twice, and then there's tricks. What about bishop f4? Takes, the same plan. Okay. Oh well, this was very good. He's playing much better than his rating. Oh, trading here first was the plan. Now I have to trade my bishop pair, and okay, I'm not happy. Black is not better anymore. Maybe I wasn't better at all, but I think I had some initiative. Oh, okay. I don't want to trade rooks because now I have some chance to create some play. Okay, you are going after that pawn. I will take this one. I think it's not easy to... Okay, now there is warning, I mean, plunder alert. Okay, the same trick works here. But you played very well before that blunder. Okay, who was it? Let's see, Bob. Is there any Bob? Okay, we can play. Check, and then bishop e7 or a5. I have played this a5 line a lot. The idea is to take with the pawn, and then there's a file, and it's not so easy to develop. Okay, maybe black should take here. a3 is not common move here. Okay, if I take here, then there's tricks with queen g5. But maybe it's not working in this line. Okay, no pull-out games, please, because I would like to keep this instructive. I would like to share my thinking and explain key IDs and so on. So it's very hard if we play bullet. So no bullet, please. C6, B5, A4 maybe. If black can create this kind of structure, usually it's not so easy to play with white. Of course, E5 and there is compensation, but now white has to be very careful. Of course, black has to be careful too, because there is real threats. Okay, should I push B4 or put my bishop here or transfer the knight in the action? Okay, very, very good choice. There is no reason to castle, and this puts real pressure on my position. Let's see, I tried to break this queen side open. By the way, I'm streaming. I will have another stream today. I will play that Title Thursday tournament. So if you are available, join us then. B4, C3. Okay, I have to play this one. I think so. Of course, G4, G5 looks very threatening. But what can I do? I have to play this one first. Otherwise, H6. Okay, it's not so clear actually. Maybe I could play that way, because my knights are guarding F6. It's not easy to get queen here. If knight jumps here, then it might be harder to find breaking plans. Maybe I should play F5 now. Otherwise, I can't create counterplay. I mean, this counterplay is too slow. F5 looks pretty good. Maybe he can take and put knight on D6. Then there's passer, very good passer, but maybe we are not going in the end game, because this will be very, very strong after knight goes here. King is in the middle. This bishop is great here. And then A file will get open. I think so. So I think this might be not winning, but at least somewhat better for black. This is worse, I guess, because I can trade knights and get my queen in play. I can trade queens. So it's very easy, very important to keep this pawn on E5, I think so. I think yeah, okay, sample. You won me in the last week, I remember. That was Elephant Gambit. Okay, rook here, queen, and bishop h3. Plans are, of course, dangerous looking, but I think I'm very quick with c3. And then I think black will take the initiative, because I have something like, okay, maybe I don't find good squares for my bishop. The idea is to put bishop somewhere and take this file, because rook is hanging. Maybe I can put bishop on f1 actually. Takes. Okay, king can take, and there's no real play. But now I think I will have f4 square for my knight, or d3 square for my bishop if queen goes here. Now I think this is working for black, but still there is some chances, of course. Maybe even good chances, but I think I can create many threats. Maybe there is no time for rook g1. But we have very interesting position. Knight f4 can't take here. There's a funny checkmate on g2. Oh, it would be nice to get knight on f4, because knight takes f5. We can take with the rook, and then there's checkmate plan. Of course, now there is no checkmates. Knight b4 might work, but c3 is hanging, so I would like to keep things simple with bishop d3, but rook here. And how to cover this one? At least I can take here, but probably he takes, and then rook goes here. What is the next move? I can't have f4 because that knight is hanging. Maybe rook here works, but I would like to be sure. Bishop here. Takes. Rook here. And what is the move? Oh, can I play knight f4? This knight cannot be taken, because then check and mate. Yeah, that's good. I prefer 3+2. I haven't really calculated e6 moves, but I think it's not necessary here, because d6 is then weak, or e file will open. I can play queen e7, for example. It's quite hard to be sure. Did I calculate something like this, but not in purpose? Okay, knight f4 is at least playable here, but maybe it's better to put this knight on here. Okay. It's always good idea to find is there anything any bigger threats than this one, and I found it. Queen e2, and if I do this, there is no time for this. Of course, I have to be sure that after queen d1 I'm not going to lose my bishop, and this knight, but after king, queen d1, I have at least bishop c2, which is bigger threat again. And then I can move my knight. Maybe there's knight f4, takes, c2, c1, queen takes, and queen e2, checkmate. So I trust my calculation here. Actually, I can do this without. But queen goes here, so it's not working. It's not working. Should I play bishop c2 now? C2, queen here, queen here. There's no queen d2, but knight e d2. And then I can move my knight. Then I can move my knight. But where? Knight c3. Oh, this is hanging, so I have to do this. Okay, let's play c2. I think it's at least playable. After queen a5, white pieces are very passive. Knight f3, I have even rook f6, because then there is checkmate on e6. Very nice plan, actually. Oh, maybe he can take on f5. And if I take, then there is square for the king. Oh. Okay, thank you for the game. It was an interesting one. Okay, let's play. We played in the last week and I lost. That game was quite heavy because he played Elephant Gambit and it's not a good opening. Of course, you played very well, so congrats. And now I try to be more careful, but I think there might be some tricks in these lines too. At least now you are playing very good opening. But as I said, it's not so hard to play Najdorf. You can play this way and try to push d5. And if something is, if white plays knight d5, then you just take it with the bishop or with the knight. It depends the position, but you can do that. And if you can't play d5, you try to play b5 and try to get something on queen side. Of course, in some cases, if you play this immediately, white can do some tricks, but you can start with bishop e7, castling, and so on. Now, actually, bishop e6 is a move. We can take these kind of pawns. It's not so bad. If knight jumps here, we have queen d7. It prevents this plan, and then we are ready for that. So this is fine. And if bishop goes bishop goes to, oh, he made castling already. Should I castle now or h6? After knight a4, knight d7. This is a move, of course, so you have to be careful. I think I can play without h6. Usually it's a good idea to avoid unnecessary moves. So castling here. Can I play b5? No, I can't. So castling, knight here. I think there was some trick, but I can't remember. Maybe I can take here, knight here, I can sacrifice the rook. I mean exchange. Or maybe I can start with knight c6 now. Knight here, queen here, knight, bishop, takes, and then I can take the e4 pawn. Okay, I castle here. Aha, okay. You sent the friend requests. Okay, I will accept those later if it's not yet there. Okay, b5, a4, and then b4. This will drop. Now queen d7 after knight g5. Black is fine at least. Maybe h6, maybe not. Okay, let's play this way. Now b4 is a threat. Maybe I could play that immediately already. Okay. But b4, white has to take, and then I think can I take here? Takes. Yeah. White is going to lose 2 pieces and queen, and I'm going to lose the pawn as well, so I have to take here with the rook, I guess, to get my rook on f4. Of course, knight e2 is an option, but maybe d5 will give some chances to get good center, and okay, nice idea, but can I take here? Still trade few pieces and play e3. Well, I don't know actually. That was a good choice. Okay, I think I have to take here. Trading queens. Now this is a blitz game. Not easy to say who is better here. Okay. Oh, I'm losing on time. Okay, I have to speed up. Well. Okay, now I'm having very big problems. I'm explaining too much, and he's playing very well. Okay. What can I do? Oh, plundered the bishop. Try to get this knight. The only chance probably maybe working now. The checkmate threats. He can take the draw here. Okay. Okay, very well played. Let's see, I think yeah, I think we have to stop the stream for now, but we will continue in 5 hours or so. I will play the Title Thursday tournament, so see you there, and thanks for watching, thanks for voting, thanks for those interesting games and so on. Okay, see you and have a nice day.